Rob's probably finishing up his live stream now, so or he will be here in a minute, so people can start coming in here in a second. Hey Keenan, what's going on, buddy? You are the first. Welcome to the live. The gear is here. Hey Justin, what's going on, buddy? You doing all right? I sent your shirt out today. Thunder Whisperer, that was fun. Yeah, yeah. Jacob, how you doing today? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Hey Mike, what's going on? Hope y'all had a good day today. I had a pretty good day. Dan, so you're the infamous gear runner. You probably know me from Rob's channel, and I'm a new subscriber. Hey, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, Dan. I really appreciate it. And yep, I'm the infamous gear runner that's on Rob's channel all the time. Gear has gear, not the gear is here. Yeah, gear does have gear. Hey, Sean, what's going on, buddy? Jacob says that official gear runner hat. No, actually, I was down at Sparks Parts this past week in Myrtle Beach. I went down to Myrtle Beach golfing. So if you all watch Thunder Dude's channel, you know he has a Sparks Parts discount code. So while I was down there, I ran by and met Jamie and Micah and all the guys that work there in the parts department at Sparks Toyota. And they actually had this hat, and it had that emblem on it. And I was like, hey, you know, I think I'll buy that. That kind of goes with what I do. So I thought I'd wear that tonight since I picked it up while I was down there. Really nice people down there, too. They were nice. Jamie was really nice. Micah was nice, too, but Jamie was really nice, a really nice guy. Thunder Whisper says, welcome, Dan. Yes, welcome, Dan. Welcome to the channel. I do some Tundra stuff. I do some gun stuff. I do some gear stuff, flashlight stuff, but probably mainly gun stuff. So if you like firearms and stuff like that, my channel will be, you'll really like it. If you don't, then I've probably got some stuff on there you will like, but it's mainly firearm related. Keenan says, LOL, my whole family are getting forearms, LOL, and license. I guess I'm assuming you mean firearms. That's what I'm assuming. Well, good for them. I'm glad so. Tell them to be, safe with them. If you have any questions about firearm safety or how to use anything or anything like that, if you're new to it, don't hesitate to ask me. I don't care at all to answer your questions, Keenan, or any of your parents' questions if they have anything. If they're not trained or anything like that, I'll be more than happy to make videos for them to help them be safe with them and handle them properly. Mike says, can't stay, just dropping in to say, hey, hope y'all have a great weekend. Hey, thanks for dropping by, Mike. I appreciate it, and you have a great weekend as well, buddy. Dan the Car Man, your accent, so I'm assuming you're from Tennessee, correct? Yeah, I'm from Tennessee. And that's what I get a lot is most people talk about my accent. Everybody, seems to like the southern drawl I have. Ed says, hello. Hey, Edge. How you doing tonight? I got to watch that Kubasa video. Dude, that looks so good. I'm actually doing hot dogs tomorrow. So I almost actually grilled them tonight. I actually made my wife a fire pit before I come in here to do this. So she's outside in the fire pit waiting on me to get done with this to go back out there. But we're grilling hot dogs on the fire pit tomorrow. We're having some family over and stuff like that. So we'll do hot dogs tomorrow. Hey, Redemption, what's going on, buddy? Hope you had a great day. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to the live stream. Hey, Jack, check it out, buddy. I got your package right here. Jack sent me a package the other day, and I actually left for the beach and didn't get to pick it up till yesterday. So I picked it up yesterday, and we'll be opening that on the live stream if that's okay with Jack. If you'd like me to open it, let me know. If you don't want me to, I won't. I'll leave that totally up to you. I did mark out your address, so if you don't care, I'll open it on the live stream. Thunder Whisperer, that's cool. You saw Sparks Parts. Yeah, yeah. It's a dealership. I figured it out. When I first heard of Sparks Parts, I thought it just might be like a parts warehouse or something. But then I started looking into it, and it's actually a dealership, and the actual parts section is in the back, and it's actually pretty small. But they were really nice people. Just says, Yo, Redemption, is you're still alive? What you? Hmm. I'm even southern. I can't read that, Justin. Redemption says yes. Dan the Car Man retracted. Jack says listening mode and driving. Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. I really appreciate it. Dan says firearms, cars. Heck yeah, I grew up in Idaho were practically born with a gun in their hand. I basically was. I got my first rifle whenever I was 4 years old, and I've been around guns ever since. And there's not a day go by I don't handle probably 4 or 5 or more even. I probably handled more than that today because I shot about 5 videos just to go ahead and get some stuff for next week. Keenan says, okay, yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, if they have any questions, don't hesitate at all to DM me or something on Instagram. I'll be glad to answer anything they got or anything like that. Gear, do you teach classes? Technically, no. Um, I don't teach classes. I've been thinking about getting certified to do that. But if, I've been around firearms my whole entire life. I've took a lot of training classes and stuff like that. So, if somebody has questions or wants to learn something about firearms, I will teach them, how to handle them and how to use them and stuff like that and be safe with them. I've just not technically went out and got that license to do it, I guess, as a job. I can't charge people for it. I can do it for free, but it ain't something I can charge for as a teacher. There are a few people that do it here, but most people around my area have been around firearms most of their life. And that's probably the reason I've not done it, is because I'm not sure how much money I could actually make doing it around here, or even if I could make enough to even make it worth my while. Because I don't know that a lot of people would pay the money to come to a class around this area. Now, if I was as big as like James Yeager or some of those guys, yeah, I would do it in a heartbeat because they get people from all over the country that come do it. But I don't. Without, if my YouTube channel gets big enough, then that would probably be something I would think about. But as of right now, I'm not sure I could sustain that and be profitable enough to do it. Just I got my MP40 to replace the Desert Eagle. What Desert Eagle did you have, man? Did you have the 50 cal? Because doggone, I would kind of like to have that, even though it's a conversation starter. I mean, it's not practical, but it is something that I kind of always wanted. Just don't tell my buddy because I made him mad one time, and I would never admit to that now. Throb says, "How y'all doing? Pretty good here. Doing great, Throbber. Hey, great live stream tonight. I enjoyed that. Kind of jealous of all the cars you've got to drive and look at and stuff like that. Man, them McLarens and that Lambo. That Lambo is actually my favorite body style Lambo. I think it is either that or the Huracan. But I really like the Diablo. Those are awesome cars." Hey, Courtney, what's going on? Courtney says, "Hi, Andy. Good to see you." Hey, thanks, Courtney. Good to see you too. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the live stream. Mike says, "Courtney, hey." Redemption says, "Mike, uh, I'm on 3 live streams currently." That's a lot of live streams, man. But I'm glad you're on mine. Thanks for being here. Chris says, "Hey, Andy." Hi, Krista. Great live stream tonight, Krista. I really appreciate how great you all been and the friendship you've gave me, you all and Edge and Courtney. You all have taught me a lot about YouTube and a lot of about what I'm doing. Jack says, "You can open it." I will do that here in a little bit. I've not opened it yet, as you can see. So it'll be, we'll all get to see what's in at the same time. Krista, hey, and thank you too, Jack. I really appreciate this. Thank you for sending that to me. I'm sorry I didn't get it earlier, but I just didn't make it in time. I was literally like 15 minutes too late to pick it up. Chris says, "You are so bad." Me? No. A little mischievous. Not really bad. Thunder says, "Hey, dude. Hope y'all having a good night." Hey, Thunder. Welcome to the live. I'm having a good night so far. Like I said, made my wife a fire pit outside. She's sitting out there now waiting on this to get over with, and then I'll go out there and we'll hang out there for a few hours next to the fire pit. And then we're doing the fire pit thing again tomorrow and roasting hot dogs. Hope you're having a good night too. How did the tournament go today? I know you were having a tournament. I did watch some of the Players Championship. I love seeing the pros hit the balls in the water. Makes me feel better about my golf game. Dan says, "Hey, Rob's in the house now." Yep, Rob's in the house. He's on every one of my live streams, and Rob's a great sub, and I try to do the same for him. I try to be a great sub for him, just like he is for me. Throb says, "Hi, Dan." Just says, "Funny, when I first heard your draw, I couldn't hardly understand you. Now your voice seems natural to hear." uh, I, I don't know. My dad really speaks bad, man. I mean, I can't even hardly understand my dad, so I totally understand it. Mike says, "Hey, Throb." Jay Taylor says, going to go see A Quiet Place tonight. Has anyone seen it? I've not seen it. I hope it's good. Hope you enjoy it, man. Thanks for stopping by. But no, I've not seen it yet. Has anybody else seen it? If you have, let me know if it's good or not. Throb says, "Hey Mike." Dan says, "Of course, I never really used firearms too much when I was younger. However, I started learning how to use firearms when I was correction officer for the state of Ohio, Idaho. Cool, cool. I have a cousin who is really high up in the jail system over in North Carolina, and he actually mimics a lot of my firearms. I'll make one and he'll see it, and the next thing I know, he's posting a picture of the exact same firearm, which is kind of funny. I don't mind at all. I mean, if he's watching, I really don't mind. It's it's cool because I do try to build quality guns. So if y'all see something on my channel and you want to copy it, I'm totally cool with that because I try to build the best quality stuff I can. Here's a little preview of something to come. Boom. I'm pretty sure we all like SBRs. This is pretty short. So that's something to come. I actually shot that video today. It'll probably go up next week. Throb says, "Hey Mike." Redemption says, Courtney, Edge, Tokyo Drew's live stream. Jacob says, "Justin, how could his drawl be hard to hear? Sounds just like when people around here. It sounds just like then people around here." Thunder Whisper said, "Jay, good movie. Good to know. Thanks for telling him." Just I saw A Quiet Place, Jay. I really liked it. Good deal. Thanks, Tundra and Justin. Jacob, LOL. I'm from the north. I'm from the south. Jacob says, "I can tell." Keenan says, "Rob." Justin says, "Yeah, I had the 50. Gave it to my brother." Oh man, the 50's the beast. That's the one I would want. If I was going to buy a Desert Eagle, I would get the 50 just because I'm going to get the biggest one I can possibly get. Just because that's the one you should have. I mean, I know they make 357s and like 44 Magnums, but if I'm going to buy one, I'm buying the big dog. Throb says, "Hey Big K, how you doing?" Rob says, hey, welcome, Rob. Welcome to the live stream. Justin says, "Hey, Rob." Krista says, "You're awesome, Andy." Thanks, Krista. I appreciate that. You're awesome too. The purdy Krista. Throb says, "Hey, Caroline." I'm pretty sure that's, directed at Justin. Mike says, "Hey, Rebel." Throb Nation says, "Sorry, Justin." I knew that was directed at Justin, Rob. Carolyn doesn't exist. Are you admitting to that now, or what? Because I know we all used to say she doesn't exist. We were just waiting on you to say she doesn't exist. So you're finally admitting that? Just says, "Hey, Mike." Throb Nation says, "No, no, no. We don't believe that. Carolyn is really alive." Redemption. I'm sure there's a Carolyn. Actually, there was a Carolyn used to work at John Deere in as a co-op. I don't think she liked us. She doesn't contact us anymore. Most co-ops still contact us, see how we're doing. We never hear from her anymore. Redemption. Everyone be sure to hit that like button. Hey, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Please hit the like, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure eventually if you don't like guns, I'll put something up you might like. That reminds me, I have a video up that I put up like 3 months ago. It's of my Tundra, 3-month ownership of my Tundra. Up until about 2 or 3 weeks ago, it had about 400 views. It was doing okay, but it wasn't crazy. 3 weeks ago, I don't know what happened. I don't want to jinx it, but that video blew up. In 3 weeks, I've gained over 10,000 views in 3 weeks, and it's averaging about 12 to 1,500 views a day. I don't know what happened. I don't know why people all of a sudden just started loving that video, but that is like my #1 video, and it's climbing literally like 12 to 1,500 views a day, and it's been doing that for quite a while now, and I'm just flabbergasted. I appreciate everybody that's watched it. I didn't know the video was that good. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it myself because I don't remember what I said. But I've had a lot of people want me to do a 6-month update, and that'll be the 23rd of this month. So I'll do a 6-month update also on that coming up. And I'm going to do it exactly the same way I shot that one. I'm going to watch that one again to see exactly what I did. But yeah, I mean, it's gained 10,000 views in 3 weeks. I was just flabbergasted. Southern drawl, I thought it was a speech impediment. That's probably more like it, Throb. It's probably really a speech impediment. Dan, do you think your draw is bad? You should hear the Cajuns. They literally sound like they're gargling marbles. No offense to any Cajuns. I have heard Cajuns, and you are exactly right. It is very hard to understand them. At Gear Runner, only 33 more subs, hit 500. And yes, when I hit 500, I am going to do that giveaway. I don't know if y'all seen the video. I'm sure most of y'all have because most of y'all follow the channel pretty regularly. But I have a Nate Squared Tactical holster, and as soon as I hit 500, we're going to give that holster away. And when I hit the 500, we'll do the video on how to enter and win it. And one of you all will get that holster. It fits many different firearms, so if you have something along the size of a Glock 19, it'll work with it. Courtney says, Throbber, you're bad. So bad, Throbber. Bad boy. Throb says, hi, Courtney. Throb said, Gears knows I love him. I do know you love him, love me, Throb. I love you too, buddy. That's why I said I'd come pick you up if something happened. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't come get you. I'd be like, Throb says, he's like my little sister. Phil again. Mike says, oh, I want that. You want I'm assuming you're talking about the SBR. I think I'm that far behind probably. So I'm going to assume you're talking about the SBR. Courtney says, hi there. Just says, when did you upload your first video? It's hard to believe you're almost 500 already. I have been doing this about 4.5 months to 4 months and 3 weeks. It's less than 5 months. Seems like the 27th or 26th or something like that will be 5 months. So it's right at 4.5 weeks. And I should probably, the rate it's going, I'll probably hit 500 subscribers early next week if it keeps going the way it is. There's some days I'll gain 30 or 40 subscribers, and there's some days I'll gain, 5 or 6. So depending on how it goes, it could be earlier or just a little later, but it'll probably wind up being early to mid next week. Dan says, oh, heck yeah, gun porn. I know, yeah. Everybody likes a little SBR. And I did put the folding stock on it. All that's in the video. And I didn't do... I don't buy as many guns as I used to. If I'd have started a YouTube channel 10 years ago, I'd probably be able to quit work right now because I've went through so many firearms over the last 10 years. I could have kept a channel going forever. But unfortunately, I waited till I was almost done buying firearms and started a YouTube channel on firearms. Go figure. So instead of reviewing everything on the firearm like I do a lot of times, I'm reviewing the firearm and then I'll go back and review the accessories on it. So I have more content. So I don't have to buy, once I get monetized and I start making some money, I'm sure I'll buy more guns and stuff like that for the channel. And there'll be some shooting videos coming out here pretty soon. So y'all get to see me shooting, and that'll take up, some time too. But and I've got plenty of firearms. Don't get me wrong. I've got plenty more firearms to review. It's not like that. But eventually, I will run out of firearms to review. So as long as I get monetized before then and I can put that money back into the channel, that'll be okay. But buying, a $500 or $600 firearm every month or every couple weeks, that'll be pretty rough on the wallet. So I don't know that I'm going to review everything on all the firearms right now. I'll probably review the firearm, like I said, then review the accessories, and that'll give me a little more content and give me a little more time to get monetized and start making some money to recoup some of the money I put back in the channel. And I've got shirts coming out. So update on the shirts. Here's one of the shirts. I pretty much got them how I liked them. I actually shipped my first shirt out today. I think I'm going to be able to do the shirts for around $22 shipped for anything up to an extra large, and anything above an extra large, which will be a double X or bigger, is probably going to be around $24 for the shirts shipped. She does charge me $2 more for larger sizes like that. So I think as long as it's in the continental U.S. Now, if it's outside the continental U.S., it'll probably be more because of the shipping. But that don't put me, I'm only making like $3 or $4 a shirt. It's not a ton of money on these shirts that I'm making. I just appreciate you all getting them if you want one. It may take her a little while to make them because there's only one person doing it. So it may take her just a little while. She usually gets them ready fairly quick. So I've turned in, what the few orders I've got right now are turned in, and she made a few of them. But so that I think that's the price point I'm gonna be at. And like I said, I'm not making a ton of money. I just appreciate you all buying them and getting my logo out there, getting my channel out there. I appreciate it. And I'm basically making just enough to, and that's not even including gas. If you include the gas, the post office and stuff like that, I'm probably making a couple of dollars on them. So I'm not making a killing. I don't want to make a killing. That's not what it's all about. So that's probably the price point I'm going to be at. So if you all want a shirt and you live in the continental U.S., that's about the price we'll be at. I usually sometimes I forget, but if you want a shirt, you can email me. It's gearrunner24 at gmail.com. So just email me what size you want, and when she gets it done, I will email you back and let you know the shirt's done. I'll give you my PayPal address, and then you can pay. Don't pay, don't ask to pay before she gets the shirt done or anything like that, because I would never want to take any money before anything like that gets done. But if you'd like to have a shirt, this shirt here with the logo, and it's got the big logo on the back and the tattered flag on the side, just email me and let me know what size, and I'll get that turned in. And as soon as it gets done, I'll give you a holler and just shoot me the money through PayPal. And PayPal takes some too. So actually, it's probably only making like $1.50 or something by the time PayPal takes their money. So, but like I said, I'm not trying to make a killing, so I'm good with it. Dan says, oh, heck yeah. I read that. Aficionado says, hey, Gear. Hey, Aficionado. Welcome to the live stream, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. What's up, all? Mike says, gun porn. Yep, gun porn. I like gun porn. I look at a lot of that on Instagram. Mike says, aficionado. Hey. Dan says, and I'm from the West. I guess cover all 3 points is a country. Yep, very true. Edge says, okay, good night, guys. See y'all later. Have a nice night. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Edge. I appreciate it. You get some rest and have a good day at work, buddy. Courtney says, LOL, Dan, that was a good looking gun. Courtney says, hi, fish. Just says, good night, Edge. Chris says, have a good night, Edge. Mike says, good night, Mr. Edge. Redemption says, Edge, every day. Good night. Just says the M&P is loads better than a 50. For home defense and stuff like that, yes. You're not going to give as many compliments on the M&P, but, for home defense and concealed carry, M&P's a lot better gun. Jay says, got to go. Have a good one, everybody. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Jay. I really appreciate it. My Strike Force Energy video will be up next week. Y'all stay tuned to that. It's a great energy drink, and I'll have that review coming up next week. Mike says, see you, Jay. Chris says, not Jay. Justin says, Caroline exists, but she's not me, LOL. Dan retracted. Tundra Redemption isn't it 34? Justin, you have over 2,000 views on lots of videos. I do have over 2,000 views on lots of video, but that one is over 10,000, and it's climbing. It climbed 1,000 views in about 6 hours today, 6 or 7 hours. So that one is just, and it's done that almost every day. It's crazy, but I appreciate it. I'm not knocking it. I hope I didn't jinx it, but it's climbing fast. The Toyota Tundra is not a bad truck. Of course, I am a Ram person myself. I can't help it. I love more parts. I got Mopar pumping through my veins. I've never owned a Ram. I can't say they're bad or good. My buddy has a diesel Ram, and it seems to be a good truck, and he's had it for many years. But me personally, that's one of the only vehicles I've never owned, actually. The only thing that I've ever owned in that line is I owned a Jeep Wrangler one time and a Jeep Cherokee Limited. Redemption says, at Tundra Whispers, says 467 right now on my screen. Stinger says, happy Friday night, Gear. Hey, happy Friday night to you too, Stinger. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. Tundra says, oh, strange. It was 466 on mine. Tundra, he's getting close anyway. Oh, you're talking about my subs. I see what you're saying. I've not checked it. It was 460 something earlier, but I can't remember what it was. But I'm getting closer to that 500. Like I said, I think it'll be sometime next week. Courtney says, hi, Tundra. Throb Nation, I have a video like that too, Gear. All of a sudden it took off. It's a Porsche Myths video. with around 93,000 views now. Can't figure it out. Now, mine ain't got nowhere near 93,000 views, but for doing it 4 months, I sure will take the 10,000 view mark. I was totally flabbergasted by that. I was just in shock. Thunder Whisper says, "Hey there, Courtney." Dan says, "So Gear, what's your favorite pistol?" I'm very partial to Rugers and my Smith & Wesson M&P series pistol. I really like the M&Ps. My favorite pistol is right here. It is hot, so I'm not going to point anything, but it is my Glock Gen 5. I carry that gun every single day, everywhere I go. I love my Glock. I know that's a Glock fanboy, but that's that's just my favorite pistol. Any update on the Xterra? The Xterra is at the shop right now. The engine is at the shop right now. Um, they actually called me yesterday, and when they pulled it in and said, "This thing sounds great. What's wrong with it?" So I told him what it was doing. He's actually going to pull the differential, pull the oil pan off of it, and see if he can find a bunch of stuff in the oil pan. He's not sure so much that the engine's bad. Everything I read said get a new engine. Everybody I talked to said get a new engine. So I found an engine at a great deal with only 60,000 miles on it, and I've already bought it. So I'm thinking just go ahead and put the 60,000 mile engine in it, because the engine that's in it right now has like 135,000 miles on it, and I'm totally not sure what that guy did to it to screw it up. So I would probably feel better putting the 60,000 mile engine in it. But if he looks at it and says, the engine's okay, I cleaned it out, I may still have him switch it and then just sell that engine. There's people wanting those engines, and those engines, even with 130,000 miles on them, still going for like $1,000 around here. So I may go ahead and have him swap the engines out and then go ahead and sell that other engine and recoup some of the money. Stinger 45 says, "Gear, have you done a vid on firearm safes? What you prefer?" Mine's a Heritage. I didn't get nothing fancy. It's not shiny or anything like that. It's just a dull finish. I got a good safe with a good fire rating. That's really what I wanted, was the fire rating on it. So I got a good fire rating. I didn't go with nothing fancy. I wasn't planning on showing my safe off, so I felt like getting one that was real shiny or had like some kind of cedar inside it or something like that. Really wasn't what I was looking for. You're paying for stuff that nobody's ever going to see, because I don't bring a lot of people. I know I show it on YouTube now, but back when I bought my safe, I didn't show guns, and that's really why I didn't start a YouTube channel, because I didn't want a lot of people knowing what I had. But now I've got like an alarm on my house, and I've got a good safe, and it's bolted to the floor, and I've got a lot of safety stuff now to help prevent stuff like that. So now maybe I would have bought a nicer safe. I don't know, but I bought a good safe, and it was still around $1,100 or so. But I didn't go flashy. I got a nice interior. It's not that rough interior. It's a soft interior. So I got the nice interior I wanted, and I didn't get a real flashy outside. So that I went with a Heritage. I think it's is it Liberty Heritage? I can't remember. It's been so long since I bought mine, I literally can't remember what it is. Um, but it's whoever makes Heritage, but I can't remember which brand it is totally. Well, Gear, I'd love to get me a new shirt from you, but unfortunately, money's a little tight right now. However, when things start settling down, I'm actually going to see about getting a shirt. Hey, thank you, Dan. I totally appreciate it. I understand. I've been there, buddy. I have. I totally get it. Me and my wife first got married. She didn't make the money she makes now. I didn't make the money I make now. So I've been there, but I do appreciate it. Mike, I'll be in JC tomorrow. Bring me an XL. Let me think here a minute. Maybe. Send me an email or a DM on Instagram. I do have a new XL that I had her make for me. I ordered yours, but I had her make me another one. So I've got a brand new one in the closet. So if I can possibly make it to JC tomorrow, I'll bring that up to you. Just DM me, and I'll let you know something tomorrow. Tell me what time you're going to be there too. That's a possible. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just saying it might be a possibility. Mike says, "Hey Krista, Justin, I feel bad that you're not getting any profit from the merch, but I'll be ordering a few more shirts from you, my friend. Can I pay cash?" Yeah, you can pay cash, man. It doesn't bother me. I've had people send me cash in the mail. That's just a little risky to send cash through the mail. But yeah, I'm fine with it. It's not a problem. Chris says, "Hey Mike, how's it going?" Courtney says, "Question on the shirt. Have come to terms that I will not get rainbows and unicorns, but will you be using any girl shirts like baby tees, V-neck? Just one." I think she can get me about any shirt I want. So if you have a specific shirt you want, let me know in the email, and I'll ask her, and I'll get back with you before I order it. But I think she can get about any shirt you want. I'm using Gildan now. I didn't really like the Hanes as well as I did the Gildan. She made me a couple of Gildan shirts, and I really liked it a lot better. I like the quality better in this shirt. Tanner Whisper, what's the update on the Terra? I'm assuming I'm so far behind that you probably heard that. I gave that just a minute ago. So I'm probably going to get a new engine in it regardless, even if they can save the other one and sell the other one. 469 now. Mike says, Rebel, I read your last post, LOL. Justin's laughing. Mike, you must not like your friends, LOL. Throb, once you get the X fixed, are you going to keep it or dump it? I'm probably going to keep it because it's going to have basically a 60,000 mile engine in it, and that's barely even broke in for a Nissan engine. So I was thinking about dumping it, but if I go ahead and put that engine in it, I'm probably going to go ahead and keep it. Just says, yeah, don't like any friends. Dan says, yeah, when you're having some issues with the engine and you have a chance to replace it, it's never a bad idea to do it. Better safe than sorry. I totally agree. Thunder Whisperer 469 and climbing. Hey, thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. If I'm going through the comments really quick, I'm getting caught up to open this package here in just a minute that Jack sent me. Dan, if you want a really good save you some, should contact Rhino Metals. That makes some of the best safes in the world. Those things are damn near indestructible. I've never heard of Rhino safes. I'll have to look those up. Mike, I'm just kidding, Andy. Don't make a special trip. Hey, let me know, like I said, what time you're going to be there. And it's very possible I'm in Johnson City tomorrow. Me and my wife go to Johnson City at least once a week, and I know she has to work on Sunday. So it's very highly possible that we may be in Johnson City tomorrow. I don't know what time I'll be there. Whenever you start to head out or something, let me know what time it's possible. If I go, I'll take the shirt with me just in case. If I meet you face to face, I won't charge you the shipping cost. So, if any of y'all are around me, I don't care to meet you, and no shipping cost will be added to the shirt. Just says, how about a Gear Runner tank top? Maybe I don't wear tank tops, but she can probably make one if you want it. Can she make an adult onesie? Uh, I don't know. I'll ask her. It'd be so funny to have a Gear Runner onesie. Ooh, tank tops. I'll ask her, Courtney. She very well might be able to do it. I'm assuming she can do it. I don't know why she couldn't. Does the onesie have feet or no feet? I don't know. We can probably do them with feet. Mike, and a trap door for the onesie. That's the only way to have a onesie. Dan, Rhino Metals is actually located in Caldwell, Idaho, and just online, and you should be able to get their information. Nice. I'll look them up. Courtney, that is a must have, the onesie. Krista says, got to have a trap door. Yes, you do. I'm not sure. Okay, we're not going there. Just says the Palmetto Armory has an online store. Yes, it does. I wound up having to take the Palmetto State Armory video down because it was playing music, and I really appreciate Rob for telling me about that. It was playing music, and I could have really got punished for that on here for copyrights. And I didn't even pay attention. I guess doing this 4 months, I just wasn't paying attention to what was going on around me. I was just shooting the video to put up for you guys. And I appreciate everybody that watched it. It had like almost 70 views when I took it down. It wasn't even a day old. So I do appreciate it. But I did have to take that video down. Thunder Whisper says, feet or no feet? What about a front trap door for doing your business? Just wear it backwards. Throb Nation, will you bring my shirt to Ohio? Yep, when I move into that extra room you told me I could have to clean your guns for. Sounds good on the meetup. I'll message you on IG. Hey, do it, and I very well may be up there tomorrow. Like I said, I can't guarantee nothing, but we do go to Johnson City about once a week, so it's very highly likely I will be up there tomorrow, unless my wife has other plans. Chris says, don't forget my shirt when you come to Ohio. I won't. Dan the car man, who in the heck wears a onesie anymore? Just says, too bad that you had to take the video down, though. It had a lot of content. Yeah, it had tons of stuff. I'm caught up now. Dan, I got a onesie for Christmas Day and 2 shirts had delivered to Ohio. I'll get them to you. We're gonna open this. I'm gonna scoot this camera back just a little bit and possibly turn it down if I can loosen it up right here. So I hope I didn't make y'all sick moving that camera. So, hey, I just got another comment on a 3-month ownership of my Tundra. I get literally, probably 15 or 20 comments, and it's funny, I was just talking about that, and it popped up. Here's my little Victorinox knife. I'll try not to cut my finger off like Rob did. So let's see what Jack sent. Hope Jack's still on here. I hope he's still driving so you can see I'm opening it. See what we got. I can hold the box. It is packaged very well. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Dude, Jack. Hang on a second. Let me turn this back here just a little bit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. This is awesome, Jack. This is awesome. Look at that. It's a Benchmade. Benchmade makes some awesome knives. Thank you so much, Jack. I greatly appreciate this. This is so cool. I'm not even lying. This is great. I pulled over. Hope you like it. It's my EDC. Dude, this is awesome. I would have never dreamed you sent me a Benchmade knife. This is great. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I will definitely start EDCing this. Great knife. This will be with me every day at work. I love it. I really do love it. I don't even know what to say. I have a note. Is it okay if I read the note? It says, Gear Runner. Hope you enjoy this as much as I do mine. Thanks for everything, Jack. Jack, seriously, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. Benchmade makes great knives, people. This thing locks up like a tank. It has this Axis lock on it. I have a few Benchmade knives. I did not have this one. The rubber grip on this really feels good. That's all I'm going to tell you right now because I'm going to do a review on this knife. And if you want to see the rest of it, you'll have to watch the video. But Jack, thank you so much. I'm very, very appreciative of this. I love knives. I love gear. And this is so nice. Thank you again. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. Seriously, that's a big gift for me. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see where we're at. I got lost in the call in the moment on the Benchmade knife there. Let's see here. We be the Tundra video will be trending tomorrow. I don't think it'll be trending. I ain't got that many views on it, but it's a lot for somebody that's been doing this for 4 months. Now it's not Edge's egg video, but it's pretty good for me. Mike says, "Wow, nice." I know. That is so nice. I'll be playing with that all night. I ain't gonna lie. Jax, I pulled over. Hope you like it. It's my 80s. I love it, Jack. I really, really do. Thank you again. Thank you again so much. Just says, are you serious? That's freaking awesome. And believe it or not, it's the Mini Freak, Justin. It is freaking awesome, and it's the Mini Freak. Tundra says, that's not a knife. This is a knife. I've got some pretty big knives. They're in my bug out bag. I need to do a bug out bag video. I get that a lot of people ask me to do bug out bag videos, and I meant to do one at the beach, and I just didn't have time, and we were all over the place and stuff like that. So I just didn't get it made. I didn't even take my bug out bag in the room with me, to tell you the truth about it. So I need to make a bug out bag video. I need to actually update my bug out bag for the summer because right now it's for the winter, and I do change up my bug out bag for seasons. You know, in the wintertime, I'll carry some clothes and stuff like that in case I get wet in the snow or something. But in the summertime, I take some of that out. So I need to update it and then make a bug out bag video for you all. Courtney says, "Oh snap, sweet gift, Jack. Very sweet gift, Jack. That's awesome." Uh, Krista says, "That's awesome, Jack. Very true, very true. Now that's too cool. I bet while a hand could be removed with that knife, I bet a while. I think he meant I bet a whole hand could be removed with that. It's pretty nice, sharp. Benchmades make their knives really sharp, straight out of the box." Mike says, "Nice job, Jack. Great job, Jack. I mean, seriously, I don't know what to say." Dan says, "Hot damn, that's a good looking knife. That's a great looking knife." Jack says, "You're very, very welcome." Uh, Thank you so much. I mean, I know I've said that 100 times, but I, I'm just flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. Just says, "Jack, you're awesome. You are awesome. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for being a great subscriber. And thank you so much for the knife." Justin said, "I could never top that gift." Justin, the $50 gift card was great. I had a great meal on your gift card. Totally. I enjoyed the chocolate, and the steak was great. My wife enjoyed her meal. I even enjoyed some of her meal. She couldn't eat it all, so she brought it home, and I ate it that night. And thank you too, Justin. Again, it was a great meal. Thunder Whisperer, do you sharpen your own knives gear? Yes, I need to make that video too. That's been requested. I have a Wicked Edge knife sharpening system, and I have a few dull knives that I need to sharpen. So maybe next week I can break that out and sharpen them. I've kind of been lazy on sharpening some knives right now lately. So maybe I can break that out next week and make a video on how to sharpen a knife with the Wicked Edge sharpening system. Mike says, "My EDC is a Swiss Army knife." I do carry my little Swiss Army knife here a lot as a backup to my self-defense blade that I carry. So I do have a Wounded Warriors project. I forget which one this one is, but I got it because it was narrow and it had the blades I really wanted in it. I didn't need a corkscrew, so I wanted a Phillips screwdriver. But that's the one I carry. Uh, Thunder Whisper says, "What is EDC?" EDC stands for Everyday Carry. Um, that's the stuff I carry on my body every single day. EDC a gun, a spare magazine, usually a couple of knives, a multi-tool. I have a video on it of everything I carry in the winter. I need to make one now that's hot on everything I carry in the summer. Believe it or not, I may actually carry more stuff in the summer than I do the winter because all the shorts I wear have cargo pockets, and it's easier to carry more medical equipment in my cargo pockets than it is in jeans. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say I actually carry more stuff in the summer than I do the winter. And a lot of people have called me out on that. But if you ever see me out in public and you want to see what I carry on me, I don't care at all to show you. Of course, I probably won't be able to pull my gun out in public, but I don't care to show you everything else. And you'll see everything I show you that I carry in a video, I really do carry on my person. Courtney says, "My EDC is nail clippers." Hey, I actually used to carry a Victorinox knife on my keychain that had nail clippers on it. It was pretty sweet. I've still got it. It just becomes so cumbersome with all the stuff I carry on me that I actually took that one off. I still have it though, but they had nail clippers in the Swiss Army knife. Mike says, "LOL, Courtney." Courtney says, "Everyday carry, Tundra." Yep, that's what it stands for. Everyday carry, Mike. Tundra says, "Ah, thank you, Courtney. Anytime." Yeah, I'm a little behind. Dan the Car Man. "Now you got the Glock and a knife. People think twice before messing with you. LOL." I try not to be menacing looking, and I try to get along with everybody. The people that know me probably think twice about that anyway. But I try to be a really nice person. I really try to get along with everybody. I put up with a lot. I don't ever want to have any conflict if I don't have to. Nobody ever wins a fight. You know, I've not been in a ton of fights. Younger, everybody gets in some fights here and there. But even if you win the fight, you didn't win the fight. Your hand's sore. He probably got a shot in. Your jaw's sore. Nobody. you might have got the better end of it, but nobody ever really ends a fight. So if you can avoid that at all cost, um, you're better off for it in all seriousness. So, if you can walk away from it, ignorant people is going to do what ignorant people is going to do. You don't necessarily have to escalate it far enough to be in a fight. So if you can just shrug that off your shoulder and walk off, you're better off. That's hard to do sometimes. I'm a pretty good dog. I'll stay on the porch. Now, if you mess with my family, they usually unhook that chain. So, as long as you don't mess with my family or something like that, I can shrug a lot of stuff off and just throw it off to stupidity and just walk off from it and leave it there. Now, you start messing with my family, that's a whole different ball game. But as long as, my family and my dog ain't brought into it or friends, you can say what you want to. The old sticks and stone thing, it really holds true. You're just better off. I think I've said enough. Dan says, "Damn gear, you got a lot of videos to make." Yeah, I've got a ton of videos to make. I've probably got another 20, 25, 30 gun videos to make. So I've got enough videos to last me for probably a few years, and I'm sure I'll buy more guns in the next few years. But I have slowed way down from where I was at. So in a couple years, I'm gonna have to go borrow some of Throb's cars or something so I can make some videos on it. And now I've got a lot of friends that have firearms, and they said I could borrow theirs if I need content later on. So I've got videos I can probably keep me going for a few years, and I'll be monetized surely by then and start having income in. And all the income I make off this will go back into my channel. I'm not going to take that money and make my house payment with it. Um, Now, that's not saying that when I start making money on YouTube and I start buying stuff for YouTube, I'll technically have more money to put towards house payments and stuff because I won't be using my money I make at my primary job to buy the stuff that I'm buying for the channel now. So, but all the money I make off YouTube that, you guys watching my videos and stuff like that do, I will put all that money back in here to make videos for you guys. I want to keep the content coming. I want you all to, think it's good content. So any money I make off here will go right back into here. Unless I start making $1 million a year like PewDiePie or $8 million a year, then, I obviously ain't gonna buy $8 million worth of guns a year. So, I may buy a house at the beach. It'll just have a better view. It'll look like Rob's view was this week with all that stuff behind him. That's what my view will look like if I ever start making that much money. That'll probably never happen. Trying to whisper, mine's a box cutter. Hey man, box cutters are sharp. Mike says, and Blistex. I used to carry Blistex, but the little thing at the bottom that screws it up would inevitably push that Blistex up in the top of the tube and just crunch it up, and then it wouldn't work right. So I actually started carrying, I can't remember, O'Keefe's, because it's got a tighter screw at the bottom, so it doesn't unscrew as easily. Courtney says, that's gangsta, Tundra. Tundra says, I keep it in my carpenter bags. Courtney, LOL Mike, it's all about Burt's Bees. Just says, what multi-tool do you use? I need one. I actually carry in my pocket the Leatherman S2 Juice. It's a very little multi-tool. I don't carry a big one because they're pretty heavy. I have like a Leatherman Mutt and a Leatherman Wave and a few other Leathermans. I've got a couple of Gerbers too. I prefer Leatherman really, but I carry the little Juice because it's so small and everything I've ever needed to do with it, it's worked for it. And they're really not that expensive, maybe 30 some, 40 some bucks, I can't remember. But it's a good one just to carry in your pockets. Now, if you're not carrying a knife and a bunch of other stuff with you, you can probably get by with a Wave. They're a little more expensive, but they're bigger, and you can do more stuff with them. They've got more tools in them as well. Mike says, that's for girls, Courtney. Just says, watch it, Mike. I use Burt's Bees. Do you use it, or does Carolyn use it? Just saying. Mike, LOL. Tundra says, nice to everyone that doesn't run a motor. Yeah. Nice to everyone that does. Yeah, I know it. Uh, yeah, I read that right. Sometimes later on in the live streams, my eyes start crossing and I don't read everything correctly. Dan, yeah, I got a tactical knife. If I had a sheets for it, keep my machete on my person as well. I think he meant sheath for it. I'd keep my machete on my person as well. Here in Tennessee, we can actually carry a sword. They changed the knife laws about 2 years ago. There's no legal limit on the length of the blade, so we can carry any length we want. So technically, um, you carry a sword here if you wanted to, and they really can't say anything to you. They may not like it, but there ain't nothing they can do about it. Mike, I'm addicted to Blistex. I have to have it. I'm not addicted to it. I only use it when my lips get really chapped. Sometimes I think that it makes your lips more chapped, so you have to keep using it. I think that's a ploy by Chapstick. Rebel Rouser lost his butt again by laughing. Considering what that guy did to his car, he's pretty nice. Tender says, let him take the first punch. Yeah, let him take the first punch if you have to, but you're still better off if you can walk away. I don't know. I'm getting old now. I'm getting too old to fight. I'm almost 40. In case y'all didn't know it, I'll be 40 in July 22nd, so I've got about 2 months left till I hit the big 40. So I waited pretty late in life to start a YouTube channel. Justin, you must really love your family. Yeah, I do. I would do anything for my family. You know, I started to do anything for my family, but for my family, I would do horrible things. I never want to have to do that. I hope I never have to do that. But for my family, I would do horrible things. Courtney says, Mike, my bestie, I also addicted. I think it's Blistex Silk. Throb says, LOL, you need to plant a palm tree in your place. Dude, I do. I've looked for palm trees. They used to sell them at Lowe's, and I can't find one. And I meant to tell you the other day, pack one of them up that's at your mom's house. Drop it by as you come through Tennessee, and I'll get it. I need a small one because it can't survive outside. So grab me one of the small ones that's in the background, haul it over here. I'll come pick it up. Mike says I carried the Leatherman Super Tool for years. Great but big. Yeah, some of the bigger ones. You know, I just carry so much on me that the weight of it as it is about drags my pants down. So the big ones really kind of pull me down. But I do own the big ones. The Mutt is an awesome multi tool. I keep that on my plate carrier. But man, that thing's heavy. But it is a beast. Just says, does the Wave have a corkscrew? No. You can get some of the small ones with the corkscrew. I don't need a corkscrew, so I never did get one that had that. But if you look it up on like Blade HQ, that's where I buy a lot of my knives and stuff at. Just look up Leathermans, and some of the small ones will come up, and some of the little ones have a corkscrew if you're looking for one. Dan says, sorry, Gear, my text to speech is not very good because I type slow. Hey, no problem. I fat finger everything, and I spell everything wrong. That's why Throb didn't know what I was talking about earlier when I said hit hot instead of hit, when I was talking about the deer. Thunder Whisperer, wrap it up. Need to go mow my lawn. LOL. All right. I'm getting close. Just says no switchblades or blades over 4 inches long here. Dadgum laws. We can carry switchblades too. I do carry auto knives every once in a while. We didn't used to be able to do that, but when they changed that law a couple years ago, we can carry switchblades now. Only reason I don't carry automatic knives as often is because I have a house in North Carolina. North Carolina does not permit you to carry automatic knives, and I don't want to accidentally have that knife on me and cross the state line and get pulled over and get caught with it, because I think that's a felony, and I don't need that on my record. I don't have any record right now, but I don't want to start one with that. Courtney says, enjoy Tundra. Dan, you're not far behind me, Gear. I'm 33. Yep, that's pretty far. You're pretty far behind me, Dan. If I'm almost 40, man, I'm way behind. If I'm just now getting to the 40 comments, I need to get caught up. Better late than never. 40 isn't the end of your life. No, it's halfway through it though. I'll be 50 in 3 weeks. Yikes. Happy birthday, Mike. I'll try to remember that. 3 weeks from. Okay, I'll try to remember. I ain't guaranteeing nothing. That'll be the week. All right, that'll be the week after I get back from Pigeon Forge. That's the way I'll remember that. Thunder Whisperer, I have a great big palm next to my pool. They're nice. I'd love to have a pool, and I'd love to have a palm tree. I'd like to have both. A little jealous. Courtney, 50 is the new 40. Does that mean 40 is the new 30? Feels like the new 80. Yeah, the older I get, the more aches and pains I get. I'm telling you the truth. They're right. The older, when you break 30, you start getting some aches and pains. Now I'm getting closer to 40. I get more aches and pains. Just says I don't need the corkscrew until I'm 21. LOL. You really won't need it then. Everything has a twist cap now. Dan retracted. Jack says to all the mothers, have a happy and safe Mother's Day. Yes. All the mothers out there, you all have a happy, safe Mother's Day. Like Jack said, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Tell your mother you love them if you're around them. If you're not a mother, I'm sure you know you have one. So tell them you love them. Send them a card. Buy them some flowers. Stuff like that. So just remember Mother's Day is Sunday. That's the day my wife has to work, and that's why we can't go to Pigeon Forge this weekend. In 2 weeks, I'll probably have my live stream on Thursday instead of Friday because I'll be going to Pigeon Forge with my wife. So I probably won't do much YouTube while I'm there. It's just going to be our weekend. So, we're going to have just a special weekend with just us. So I'll probably do my live stream early that week and not do much content. I may upload some videos I've previously shot. I'm not going to guarantee that, but it'll only be 2 days. So just a heads up with that. I may not have as many videos up as I would normally have. Just says if you go to Bristol with a switchblade, you could get a felony. Bristol, Virginia, but not Bristol, Tennessee. Bristol, Tennessee, I can still have it. Anywhere in Tennessee, I can have it. Dan said, I think in Idaho, you can pretty much carry any size knife you want as long as you don't hurt anybody with the exception of self defense. Yeah. I'd hate to use a sword in self defense. I mean, that'd be hard to explain, but if that's all I had, that's what I'd use. Thunder Whisper says 46 is the new 66. God, I hope not. I'm not too far from there. Thunder Whisper says, I put in a pool 4 seasons ago. It's been the best money I've ever spent. My wife has been on me, and I really don't have anywhere here to do it at this house. My house in North Carolina, I've got tons of room. I've got acreage and acreage. I've got about 80 acres over there. But over here, I just don't have it. And I'm not over there enough to do it. So I couldn't, watch it enough to make sure nobody drowned in it. So I don't know what we're going to do. We plan on buying a condo at the beach in South Carolina. So, all those condos over there have pools. So when we retire, we'll have a pool. So she'll just have to probably deal with it till then. I'm saying that low in case she's in the house because I didn't want her to know that. Throb Nation, I got to get off gear. As always, I appreciate the kind words. I'll grab a tree if I can find a small one. Time to pack. Hey, you all have a safe trip back, Rob. I appreciate you being on here, buddy. Drive carefully, and we'll see you next time. I'll watch all your vids. I can't wait till you put up the next McLaren vids. Mike says safe trip, Rob. Turner says later, Throb, safe travels. Throb says thanks, Mike. Bow chicka wow wow, brown chicken brown cow. Jack says safe travels, Throb. Thanks, Courtney Whisper. Yeah, y'all be safe, man. I know it's a long trip, so just be careful coming back. And let me know whenever you make it back home safe, just so we'll know you've been there or made it there. Justin says, hope you have a fun Pigeon Forge. That's a pretty place. It is a pretty place, especially this time of year. It's pretty nice. When the leaves change, you can't get nowhere near that place because there's so many people go up there to watch it. Even though we don't get a lot of change here now. We used to get a lot of leaves changing here now, but for some odd reason, the seasons have kind of changed a little bit and the leaves just fall off the trees. They don't change colors as much. Dan says, dang, Tundra Whisperer making people who around there seem older than what they really are. And besides, age is just a number. It is just a number. My head says I'm still 20. My body says you're not. Dan says, shoot, my retirement will be today. They put me in the ground. Mine probably will be too. Just says, Mildred, did you hear that? I did hear that. No, my wife Mildred is not Mildred. I don't. That's what Rob called her. Chris says, great live, Andy. Got to run. See you soon. Brown chicken, brown cow. Yeah. See you soon, Krista. Like I said, y'all have a safe trip. Be careful. Courtney says, Throb, stay away from the Days Inn. Yeah, stay away from Memphis. Stop somewhere other than Memphis. That's the most dangerous place in Tennessee. Thunder Whisper says, Dan, it's my profession. That just has its days that makes you feel old. We're about an hour into it now. I'm all caught up on the comments. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm going to go outside with my wife and sit in front of this bonfire for a little while and think about roasting hot dogs that I'm not going to eat till tomorrow because I've been starving the last 2 days. I just cannot get enough to eat. I don't know why, but so I'm going to do that, I guess. Just says, have an awesome night. Stinger says, see ya. Hey, see you all. Thank you all for watching the videos. Thank you all for being on my live. Dan says, that's the truth. What got to go, guys. See you later. Thanks for stopping by, Dan. Thanks for subbing. Tanner Whisper says, Chicka Mow Mow. Courtney says, enjoy your lady. Tell her hello from me. I will do that. Mike says, night. Y'all, I'll message you tomorrow, Andy. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Good night, everyone. Be safe. Jack, thanks again for the knife. I greatly, greatly appreciate this. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you next time. And thanks for stopping by. See you.